Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Now we arrive in one of popular traditional house in South Sulawesi, namely is traditional house of Soraja tribes, or better known as Bugis tribe. Before I continue to explain this traditional house, let me introduce myself. My name is HENDRA, but you can call me Aya. Here I bring 3 points to explanation about this traditional house. First point, I will explain about the little history about this traditional house of Soraja tribes, or better known Bugis tribes. And for the second point, I will explain about the meaning of each part and content by this traditional house. And for the last point, I will explain about the meaning and the values contained in the Bugis traditional house. The first point is a little history, the construction of the development of this traditional Bugis house. Is that the origin of the Bugis traditional house in Sulawesi does not have a access date of construction, because it's this part of the cultural heritage that has been seen since ancient times. However, it can be concluded the Bugis traditional house have been built and development along with the development of history, cultural, and the beliefs of the Bugis people themselves. As a trip, with the long history trending in shipping in the archipelago, the Bugis have development of defensive and efficient horticultural traditional for their needs. And the Bugis traditional house is not the result of single development in the one particular period, but rather a combination of their experience and wisdom of in dealing with the environment as well as social cultural needs. This traditional house is very meaningful for the Bugis tribe. Most of the warm adhere to Islam in construction does not escape religion, meaning the symbolism of this house for this Bugis tribe as interpreted as strength and stability. This traditional house is done by Pandeta Boy, which Indonesian mean is a foreman, and for Pandrebola, which means a handyman. And the workmanship of this house is quite unique without using tools in the form of hammers, but instead replaced with wooden pegs. And then for the second point, I will explain about the philosophy, the meaning of the structure of this house, the face of continent director. Some of these Bugis traditional houses have certain meanings that are not only functional for daily life, but meaningful to their trip. Can be seen from the existence of pools supporting the body of this house, which of course has meaning in the Bugis tribe. Social strata or degrees are very important in daily life. The pole is one of the markers of the difference between the two status difference. For example, if the poles of this house amount 50 to 58 poles, that owner of this house is a nobleman, and vice versa. If the number of poles is 20 to 30 poles, that the owner of this house is ordinary people. Bugis house also has a structure called timpalaya. Timpalaya itself a triangular plane of the wall and roof meeting This unique structure also means the same thing as the pole structure in the of this house. The comparison if the Timpalaya has area of 3 to 5, it means that owner of this house is currently a person with a high degrees and or nobleman, but if the Timpalaya only calculate as the area of 1 to 2, it means the opposite, the owner of this house is a commoner. There is part of the house called trunking, which is the roof of the house, the function as storage for food and object. Then there is a part of the house called bola or retambola, which is the body of the house on the middle room, often function as means of family activities whenever it's receiving guests, living room, cooking and resting, and the last part of this house, which is located between the body of the house and the ground, is called aula bola. The function as a place to relax, but often as a place for honor animal husbandry. Solution. The meaning of the fellow is continued in the Bugis traditional house. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how unique of not this traditional house. Besides having a lot of history from the start of construction, this unique spark and the structure have their own meaning. The traditional house of Bugis Strip is not only a physical building, but also cultural heritage that is rich in cultural values, traditional and tribal infection in South, namely the Soraja Strip, or better known Bugis Strip, and the top, the unique structural design, and the several parts that almost have a meaning. The Bugis people themselves strongly adhere to observance and the adherences of their tribal culture, and they themselves are the ones who become the most important member of the tribe. Maybe that's all for my explanation about this traditional house of Soraya tribes, or better known Bugis tribes. If you have some question, please raise your hand and introduce yourself and where are you from. If there are any questions that have not been asked to this session, we are happy to receive your question through our contact. Thank you so much for your attention, ladies and gentlemen. See you on the next trip.